Alrighty, hey guys, I'll be opening some packs shortly. I'm just getting things set up, and I'll also wait for some more people to jump in. But yeah, I'll be doing it soon. Welcome, Zenith. Alrighty, let's open some packs. I'm gonna do probably about 18 packs. I think I'll open. So, because I have 698, so I'll just do 18 for now, I think. So let's see how we go. First one. Alright, so anyone who hadn't seen this before, the first line of cards, there are the commons. The second line are uncommons, and the last one, which you click to reveal, the glow is, indicates that it's a rare this time. So I click that. If it's a red glow, that means you got a legendary. So I got a Gore Feast, which is nothing I needed, but still a good card. So in terms of the commons I got another Shards of Fate, so I think I've got a playset of those now. So that's good. It's just a resource that you basically play this. You don't get a temporary resource for the turn. You do get a permanent one though. And you get to pick which threshold color you want out of the resources in your deck. So it just helps with the mana fixing, the color fixing, I should say. Darkspire Priestess, very nice card. I already have plenty of those. Ruby Pyromancer is good. That's just an Inspire troop, so all troops that are 2 cost or higher that come into play will get an extra 1 damage if this one's still in play. Some Briar Legions. What else we got here? I mean, I got a Squirrel Titan, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I had any yet. I think I may have had one. Chlorophilia. So yeah, it's not too bad. So I got an uncommon chest there. Every pack you open, you will get a random chest. It's normally you'll get like a common, but there is a percentage chance to get uncommon, rare, legendary. I think legendary is probably like a 2% chance from a normal booster pack. Primal packs, however, though, pretty much always give you a legendary, and that's how you'll see I've got 21 legendary chests. And these are my other chests down here. So some of them, you'll notice some of them say no spin. That just means that I've already spun the chest. Once you've spun a chest once, like I've got these 9, I don't have enough gold, but you can drop them in there and then roll it, and then you have a chance of getting things from the Wheels of Fate. So you can win an extra spin, a free spin, or pay to spin again. Or you might just upgrade the chest, or you might get a PvE card or a PvP rare card, and all that sort of good stuff. So it's it's very cool. I like it. So let's open another pack. There it goes. Let's see what we get this time. It's a blue glow, so rare again. So some okay commons there. Probably I don't know if I needed more Wild Growth, but there's another one. It's just a +3/+3 quick action, goes back into your deck and becomes free to cast. Notable Citizenry is pretty good for a common. Buffs another troop when it enters play. Yeah, anyway, let's see what the rare is. A Unmerciful Tormentor. I mean, fair enough. So nothing crash hot there. Let's go on to another pack. So I got a common chest. On to the next one. Hoping to get some legendaries out of these. Some okay commons and uncommons there. Let's check the legendary. The rare. So it's a Gigantify. Target troop gets permanent +7/+7. It's a quick action for 7. So pretty expensive, but you know, it's not bad, but not all that great. So I got a rare chest that time. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, the rare chest costs a lot more to roll. You know, commons like I think it was 1,300. Legendary I think is 30,000. So you know, a good gold sink basically. Let's open some more. See what we get. So I got a rare. Some decent cards. I think I already have most of them though, but you know, like I know I had a playset of Call of the Graves. Yeah, anyway. Let's check the rare. Another Onslaught. So I think now that's at least probably the third one I've got of that. Oh, look, another rare chest, that's not bad. On to the next pack. Alright, so good. I got some cards that I think I needed another Thunderbird. I don't think I had any Arcane Shield. Gearsmith, I don't know if I had any. I think Sensei I probably needed maybe one more, I'm not too sure. But Sensei is a really nice card. So I got a rare again. And this time it's an Ash Harpy. So there's that. So before going on to the next pack, I just want to check something. So I got another common chest, so I'm just going to quickly check something and then I'll open some more. I'm having some issues with my stream, just going to check it. Trying to get to load on my end basically. Taking quite a while. Alright, while I'm waiting for that to load, I'm gonna go to my collection and just see in terms of the cards I just got, you know. Okay, so I got 2 Thunderbirds now, so I still need more of those, ideally. I got 4 Turret Walls, it's pretty good. Plenty of some of these cards. 15 Oracle Songs. 2 Counter Magic, so I could use more of those. Plenty of Murders. Yeah, as you can see, I've got 5 Calls to the Grave now. I really like that card. Let's have a look. Sensei. Okay, so I didn't need more. Okay, obviously Sensei was in a starter deck because I have 18 of them. So yeah, I didn't need those. So I got 2 Pyromancers. So what was that Squirrel Titan? So yeah, that was my first Squirrel Titan that I got. I got 4 totems now. That's good actually. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my stream. My chat's not working. I'm just going to refresh my whole Twitch page, see if that helps. Because yeah, I don't know if it's just my end or if it's just not working at all. So I'm going to check that, otherwise I could be just doing this for nothing. So just going to have a quick look. Yeah, my chat's not loading. I think it has now. Let's have a look. Just wait to see if the video loads. But whilst that's doing that, I'll go back into the pack opening screen. Hey, heavy hitter. Alright, good. I think it's working now. So, I'll pause my stream. Let's open some more packs. Alright, good stuff. So another Thunderbird, that's good. Another Pyromancer's good. I think I've got enough of Ruby Lancers now. Oh, I got a Legendary. Ooh, that's pretty good. Come on, Angel. Come on, I don't have any Angels yet. If this is another Ozawa, I'm going to be pretty sad. It's a Fist of Brigadon, so not exactly what I would have liked there. I think I already had a playset. Oh well, it's still a Legendary. But yeah. Oh well. So I got a common chest from that one. So let's open some more. See if we can get some more legendaries. So I got a rare. I got another counter magic, which is good. Yeah, some okay cards in there. Another Boulder Brute, Honeycap. But yeah, let's see what the rare is. A Wretched Blood. Brood. Blood card. Don't think I had any. I mean, I may have, but yeah, nothing too exciting. So another common chest. So let's keep going. Why not? Alright, so another blue glow. So another counter magic, so that's a playset now, so that's good. Inquisition, I don't think I had any of them, so that's good. Some alright cards here as well. Let's see what the rare is. A Time Bug. Fair enough. I think I had a few, maybe. I know I've got at least one. A rare chest. So I'll do another 10 more. I've only opened 8, 9. I think this is the 9th pack. I got a Fist of Brigadon, a legendary. But yeah, nothing too exciting. So nothing amazing there. I mean, I'm not expecting to get anything amazing, but so I got a Charms of the Zodiac. That's not too bad. I don't know if I had it already. It's hard to keep track. So let's open some more. Come on, legendaries! I want to see that red glow. Come on, red glow. No. Alright. Got some good cards here. I mean, wait for them to flip, but yeah, you can see the text. So that one didn't actually, it's like flipped and just like, yeah. So it's a Blinding Light, which is a good card. Bottle Vitae I like. I got some pretty decent cards in there. Some I didn't have, like I don't think I had this one yet. Let's have a look at the rare. So I got an Embringer, which I definitely didn't need. But yeah. So nothing too exciting. Feldspar, do you get chests if you use your packs for drafts? Yes, you do. So basically what happens is, you know, say you use a ticket, or you've got packs and you use the packs plus platinum, the chest will just automatically go to your inventory regardless of how you've done it. You just won't see it, you know, so unless you keep track of what you've specifically got, they'll just appear there and, you know, you'll have them still. Not going to lose out. That would make people a bit salty, you know, missing out on their chests just because they want to draft, you know, the thing that they're paying money for and missing out. People wouldn't be happy about that, so wouldn't make sense. A Crushing Blow, finally! I'm pretty sure that's my first one, which is good, because Crushing Blow is an amazing card. I'll bring it up just for anyone who hasn't seen it before. I mean, the artwork is a bit, you know, what's going on there, but yeah, it's a Crushing Blow, 1 cost, 1 ruby threshold, target attacking troop gets +2/+2 and has Crush this turn. Combos very nicely with things like Gore Feast, because you know, Gore Feast is still in the same turn, you're getting to hit twice, but just also very good if in aggressive decks you can keep attacking and make your opponent worry, do they have, you know, something like that. So I got an uncommon chest, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna quickly check. I will open some more. I think I'll do another 7. But I'm gonna have a just look, see if that was my first Crushing Blow. I'm pretty sure it was. Yep, so it was. So let's actually have a look. I don't have many decks built yet. Like I've been editing. Editing this one of the starter decks here. I want to take out the Ruby Aura, put a Crushing Blow in. I mean, there's lots I want to edit with that deck, but that will do for now. Save that. I've mainly been playing my Blood Sapphire deck. It's pretty fun. So there's all my chests in my thing. They're my free drafts and some draft tickets as well. Alright, so what else am I gonna check? Yeah, let's just open some more. More packs! So another rare. Desert Ranger. Hey, heyo! Solitary Exile, that's my first one I believe, which is good. It's a very, I mean, it's one of the best single target removals in the game. It's just, you know, it's a 3 cost 2 diamond threshold. It's a constant. When it enters play, you can void whatever you want, and then when it leaves play, they get that card back. But you know, very rarely do people really main deck constant removal, currently anyway, because you know, it's you know, basically beat a dead card if you're against someone who's not running, you know. So it's sideboarding, it's fine, you know, you'll sideboard your things, and what you can do is then just take these out of your deck in the next matchup if, you know, if it's a serious game. Run them in the first match, they sideboard in to remove it, and you just change your deck, and you know, it's a very nice card though, so I'm glad. Oh, got 2 nice cards there. See you, heavy hitter. So I'm very happy with that pack. Even though it wasn't a legendary, I got a really nice uncommon that I've been wanting, and a very nice rare that I didn't have any of yet, which is the Eldritch Dreamer. So it's a major socketable troop, which cannot be blocked. It's a 3/3 for 4, 2 threshold, and as you can see, it can be socketed with a major gem. So you can give things like card draw when it hits a champion, and all sorts of other goodies. So very nice, and very nice artwork. Actually, the artist, I was actually looking at the art book that all Kickstarter backers got, and the person who does this artwork, I mean, does a lot of all the good stuff. Like the ones that I like the most, it's the same artist pretty much, and yeah, just amazing work that this guy does. I can't remember the name though, sadly, but that person is awesome. So let's go on to some more. This was a nice pack there, because yeah, that was my first Dreamer and first Exile. Alright, let's see what we get this time. Turbulence, yeah, I mean, nothing too exciting. Survival of the fittest, I don't know really what I need and what I don't need, so some of it could be alright. So Bird of Plenty, not too bad. It's a pretty interesting card. It basically does not take damage. As you can see, if damage would be dealt to this troop, draw that many cards instead. It's a 0/1 flyer, so it can, you know, like the blood charge power deals with this quite nicely. But if you can put out things like, what you'd ideally do is put out things like Thunderbirds. You know, be aggressive starting off with the deck, like with Thunderbirds or something like that. Then your opponent gets rid of them with their charge power. You know, you use it as sort of bait, and then you bring out a you know, something like this. I mean, it still obviously can get removed by other stuff like murders and all that sort of jazz. But you try and bait out their what you know can use, basically. So there's many ways you can do that. So uncommon chest. Let's keep going. Come on, give me some legendaries. I got the one so far. Red glow. Come on. Ah. Hey, another Solitary Exile. I'm happy. Give me another Dreamer as well. That'd be sweet. Unfortunately not. So I got Distress Signal, so it's nothing too exciting. It's constant. Exhaust 3 troops you control. This constant transforms into Eldon the Imprisoned. So if I click that, that's what it transforms into. It's a 2/4 that can't attack, can't block, and sorry, my little tooltips keep popping up. But basically, you can pay 2 and make it so target troop gets flight for the turn. At the end of the turn, if 3 or more troops you control dealt damage to opposing champion this turn, you transform him into Eldon the Liberated. So he's a 2/4. He's got flying. Sorry, damn these tooltips. Go away, tooltip. Ah. So I can't actually. Yeah, let me try this. Alright, so there we go. So when a troop you control deals damage to an opposing champion, draw a card. As long as he's in play, you'll have that benefit. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that great, to be honest. It's a bit iffy, get it working. And then it's still easy to remove. So yeah, I'm happy with the exile. Rare chest, that's kind of cool. Got 4 of those now. 8 uncommons. Oh, I got a few that I've spun. But hello Hexco, how you going, dude? On to the next pack. What I'll probably do after I'm done cracking packs, I'll play a few games. But most likely tomorrow, well, sometime this weekend, I'm going to give away a beta key or 2. So I will post that on my Twitter when I work out what day I'll do it, basically. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter, or Twitch as well, please do, and that way you'll keep updated when I do that sort of stuff. I'm going to be doing lots of giveaways, so it doesn't look like we're going to be getting drafts though till like probably Tuesday at the earliest, sadly. Or tournaments, I should say. So I've got a Battle Beetle, which I don't think I had any, so that's pretty cool. Pretty nice card. So let's keep going. Yeah, exactly, Feldspar. Yeah, no, I saw that Hex go. I did sign up, or send an email, I should say. Alright, so nothing too exciting there. And I got a Storm Colossus, which I don't think I had yet, so that's pretty nice. It's a Spell Shield troop, so it means you cannot use spells on it, basically. Spell Shield is a very strong effect. Similar to, well, pretty much the same as Hexproof in Magic. So, do another 2. I wasn't going to crack packs, I had like 710, and then I did some earlier. I was just bored, and I was like, let's do some packs, and then, yeah, figured might as well. I mean, I do need more commons and uncommons, just, like Inquisition is actually good. Now I think I have 2 of them. Just helps for when you're playing constructed, basically, so that's not great. So, bugger. Alright, probably going to be the last one, and then I'll play a game. So if anyone wants to have a game, just say so in the chat, and I will send you a challenge. So yeah, didn't only got the 1 legendary out of all those packs. It's a bit saddening. Nothing special here really. I got a few, maybe the Hex engine I didn't have many of. I got a Rocket Ranger. I don't know if I had many of these, but it's not bad. It's combos with the artifacts. The more you have, the better this card gets. The more in play, I should say. And a rare chest. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at 680 for now. I mean, I'll probably open more in the future, but ideally, I want to be using, opening them during drafts, most likely. Alrighty, let's have a quick look at my stuff. What do I want to maybe change here? Because I now have Inquisitions, which I could possibly throw in here. I think I'll leave it like that for now. Then again, I could probably take out 1 Gambit. Let's see, what can I change? I'll just leave it like that. And let's see, Proving Grounds. Alright, who can we challenge? I guess I'll challenge Neo. Nope, maybe not. I'll try again. Alright, so he's probably already challenging someone. What's up, Bella? Come here. Alrighty, so I'm just going to hit the play button. That'll find an opponent pretty quickly. Alright, there we go, found someone. See you, Hexco. Space coin. So my opponent is going first here, and most likely an aggressive deck, probably going to be the starter Orc deck. And my hand is not the greatest. If I get a Sapphire, it will improve. Well, that's all right actually. I mean, I got stuff I can do. I'll keep it as long as I draw into a few more resources. I got the 2 all-important blood though. Not having blood, getting stuck on 1 blood is pretty bad for this deck. I only need the 1 Sapphire. So I run a lot more blood than I do Sapphire, as well as some Shards of Fate. So yeah, the aggressive deck, it's definitely the Orc deck. So this could end pretty badly, but I do have a Priestess, which is good, and I got a Vampire King. But I'm still going to be taking, because he went first, I'm still taking a guaranteed 2 damage before I can even do anything about that. And then at most I can bring out the Priestess and trade with this or something else if something bigger comes out, which it probably will. And then I have to worry about Gore Feast. So yeah, if I don't get another, if I get 2 Sapphires or just 2 more resources, then I can get a Vampire King out before dying. Then I should be able to stabilize. But yeah, see, now my Priestess can block the 3-1 and the 2-1 can die later basically. But I can't really afford to miss resource drops. So I don't have to get 1 the next turn, because I will be ready. But I do need to basically be playing resource turn 3 and 4. I can't afford to really against an aggro deck. It will be pretty bad. So that's a nice card, but now I need a Sapphire basically next turn. If I don't get it, I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to I mean, we'll see what my opponent does, but yeah, I think if I miss a resource here, it will probably cost me the game. We'll see if luck goes my way. And yeah, Core Prob, how you going, dude? I love Gambit decks also. It's pretty much my favorite card. A lot of fun. And I really like the alternate art, which you can see here. So obviously I will block here now. One thing I can get here is, I mean, he could have a combat trick, but I have to block anyway. So luckily for me he does not. But I could get another one, and I did. So that's handy, because now if I don't get a resource... Okay, so he's playing out Alexander, so that's also very troublesome. But I'm at least going to be able to play out this, which is not going to do me too much. Ideally, I want to get a Sapphire and play out the Buccaneer and use it on Lord Alex. So, didn't get it, unfortunately, so that will mean I will play out the Priestess, which can then trade with this. But yeah, so now that probably is going to be, because I've missed the resource, and the potential for him to just bring out some really nasty stuff here is quite high. So, we'll see. But that probably is going to be a bit too much for me to come back from, especially with the charge power on top. If he has a Gore Feast here, pretty much game. Like, it'll be extremely hard to come back. So no Gore Feast, but I'm still taking 6. Like I pretty much, I may as well block what I can trade with, since it's only an extra 1 on either of these. So get rid of that. Maybe I'll get another Priestess, but again, if I don't get, I mean, he obviously didn't have, okay, yeah, he didn't have a troop that he could bring out that would benefit from the Alex. Otherwise he would have done it obviously before combat, so he could swing in with more. So if I can get the Buccaneer out here, I actually may be able to stay in this game. But unfortunately I just drew another Buccaneer. So, I mean, all I can do is play out the Chaos Key. So yeah. Bugger. That's how it goes sometimes. Just reading the chat. Yeah, I really just want tournaments. Just dying to play draft. Like as soon as it's up, hopefully hopefully I'm not going to be busy. Okay, that's 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, so I'm just dead. GG. And so even if I had got the Buccaneer, well, I mean the Buccaneer would have helped a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, I guess it is actually still morning for me. Jeez, I've been up. I must have got up really early. I've been up for many hours, and it's only now almost midday, basically. So agreed the amount of. It's night view. Okay. All right. So anyone want to have a game? Let's see. Anybody in this list I recognize? Not really. I'll just hit play again. Use the same deck. I mean, I could, you know, in that situation I got resource screwed, and I could easily go up to 24 resources. But I mean, even with what I run now, like I pretty much stick to it. Especially for this deck, it doesn't really need a huge amount. But I normally get flooded. You know, I get flooded or screwed. You know, it's still going to happen regardless. So yeah. I'll stick with what I'm used to. So let's see how long it takes this time to find a player. And let me see. So yeah, no new tweets or anything, but yeah. From if you haven't seen it already, there was an update on the hextcg.com website. And they're basically just mentioning that, you know, what the problems were, why the tournaments are down, and you know what they're doing to get them back up. So, just waiting for this now. Come on. Yeah. Was yeah, disappointing that we don't have drafts yet, but oh well. Eventually we'll get them, and it'll be a distant memory. No one's gonna really remember. They'll just be drafting like madmen and women constantly. Alright, this is taking a while. Come on. Come on. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but I held tab for a sec, come back, and the thing had stopped spinning, and I had a challenge. Good enough. Gets us into a game. Where's my chat gone? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to play first. So, resource. Shard of Fate. Alright, that's actually a good, you know, that's a very nice opening hand. Yep, I'll definitely be keeping this one. It's a very, very nice opening hand. So my opponent's got the Ruby plus damage charge power. So that's fine. So I'll play out the Shard of Fate here, get an extra blood, since having 2 blood is very important. And the deck only needs 1 sapphire. So yeah, very nice opening hand. That's like the ideal hand, is to have 3 resources, especially like 2 blood and 1 sapphire is pretty perfect. And that's, you know, basically what I got, you know, with the Shard of Fate there. And not only that, you know, I can do a Mirror Knight on turn 2. Now it probably would get burned, so what I might do is, I mean, I'll probably play it out anyway, and if it dies, it dies. Yeah, might as well. Probably gonna die. Your opponent is watching your feed. I doubt it, but I mean, even if they are, it's just, you know, a friendly game. It doesn't really matter. So, is he gonna burn it? Looks like he might. It's on his end phase, and there it is. So, not surprising. I do run Call to the Grave and Gravedigger Gem in Inquisitor, so not a big deal. Would have liked to keep it, but that's okay. Now he might not have a burn to stop the corpse fly from hitting in for a little bit. And then if he starts bringing out a lot of troops, I've got 2 extinctions, so... So still no troops so far. Could be just a heavy removal deck. We'll find out soon enough. So that's good. Another resource. So bring out the welcome, by the way, Feedstar. Feedster. I don't know if I've seen you before. So welcome. So I'm going to make him discard here. See what he gets rid of. That will give us probably. I mean, it's probably going to be a resource depending on how many he's got in hand. And it is. So that's fine. Could slow him down. I'm happy with that. So, you know, I don't really need to bring out my Vampire King, for example, next turn. You know, I probably will, but we'll see what he does. If he's got, like, Buccaneers and stuff, he would probably... He's not going to use it on this, but if I brought out the Vampire King, he would definitely use the Buccaneer then. I'd be fine with that. What is this madness? So, 3 extinctions in hand, that's just crazy. So let's swing in. Then, you know, he's in Sapphire Ruby, so it's not like he can extinction my stuff. So I can bring out the Vampire King fairly safely. Let's see, can't counter magic either. So that's fine. So hit him for 2, bring out the Vampire King, and yeah. Would have been very nice to have this Mirror Knight, because then if I had to eventually use the extinction and I lose my guys in the process, I'd basically be getting card, you know, replacements into hand. But you know, maybe I'll pick up some other goodies anyway. I've got the better position. I mean, he's still, you know, still nothing on the board. Probably doesn't have troops. Could be just a very, you know, hard control Sapphire Ruby control deck, basically. So yep, I'll just swing in. I mean, may do a time ripple or something, maybe. We'll find out. But we're going to reveal something random from his hand. I'm not expecting to see a troop, unless of course he's just got high cost troops. He could also just be getting resource flooded. Especially if it's a... Okay, so a Gorfy. So he's definitely running troops. So that's interesting to see. Yeah. That's very interesting to see. So maybe we're going to see some speed troops. I don't know. I'd say he probably just doesn't have ideal stuff in hand just yet. Probably just not drawing what he wants, basically. Maybe too many actions or something. Doesn't look like... Okay, so burn to the ground gets rid of my Vampire King. That's fine. Still no threats on his, you know. I'm just sitting here, sitting pretty. And no threats against me. So, you know, having 3 extinctions is, you know, not what I wanted. So I could use this. I'll attack in, and I could do it. You know, I don't need to, because I can just force him to... but he's holding, you know, he's not playing out a lot of cards, so getting this again wouldn't be horrible. And, you know, we're only playing for fun, so let's do the gambit. Why not? He's got no mana open, so he can't kill it in response. And we'll draw another gambit. I'll gambit an extinction. There we go. So yeah, not the best cards to have in hand. All right. So I didn't, you know, had I drawn the Corpse Slayer again just then, he would have been pretty much dead. Like, losing all, he'd have to top deck, like a heat wave. After, you know, if I was to get a, like if I was to draw the Corpse Slayer here, then he'd lose all the 3 cards in hand. You know, first I'd extinction, well I can't actually, but yeah, I wouldn't even need to get rid of this technically. So another Vamp King. So I don't want him drawing too many cards, and we know he's got Gore Feast. So I'll just extinction, yeah. I've got so many of them. So let's just do it. And then let's see, next turn I'll probably, what I might do is I'll bring out the Vamp King and probably just replicate it straight away. You know, again for the fun. And again he's got no threats on board, so seems a little overkill. Might seem that, but when I've got 3 in hand, it's fine. Just think of it as a murder. You don't have to always get a 2-for-1 or, you know, multiples for 1 with an extinction. Sometimes, you know, just getting rid of this guy is kind of important, because if I let it stay there and he did a Gore Feast, not only would he do a lot of damage to me, he'll draw a card from the action, and then you could, you know, have other actions like Rage Fires and stuff, most likely, or Burns. I'd imagine he is running Rage Fire though. So a Mirror Knight. I could Gambit the Mirror Knight here, because that's pretty funny to do, but he's got 6 open, so he could have the counter. I guess we'll find out if he's got the counter or not. I would say he probably does. Oh, maybe not. So let's just Gambit it. Because yeah, if I can get this or the other, you know, I can then. Oh wow, are you kidding me? Oh, that is hilarious. Hilariously bad. Like, of all the games where you're like, you need an extinction, you never get it, and then the games where you don't need it, you just get all 4. Like, what is... It's funny. I really like the alternate artwork though. As you can see, very gruesome. Basically they're melting. Yeah. Pretty sick. So he's still not doing anything. This is crazy. Like, he's obviously running a decent amount of troops because he has Gore Feast. So, you know, I mean, he's not even using Blaze Elemental, which is a bit iffy. Alright, so Buccaneer. So what I could do here is, I mean, I might as well. Let's just play out the Mentalist, the Mirror Knight, and then I'm going to play out the Buccaneer, which will then get inspired, unless of course he counters, which obviously he doesn't have, otherwise he would have countered something previously, and there's no need to counter this. And so I'm playing it out, I'm going to actually accept it, and then just bounce it straight back to my hand. And that's, you know, as you can see, it's got inspired, so when it dies, I'll draw a card, and then I can play it out again when I need to. I can basically just keep playing it out and keep getting that effect stacked on. So if he still doesn't put out troops, I can just do that again. Meanwhile, I can hit in for 1 damage with a Mirror Knight. Woo! But yeah. So basically, when I replay this now, if he brings out a troop, I can play it out, bounce his troop. Okay, so he's going to bounce my Mirror Knight. That's fine. That is actually perfectly fine. I could just Extinction now if I really wanted. I don't think I will, but I might. Because we do know he's got Gore Feast. Not that he would use it on just a lone Buccaneer. And I've got plenty of them. So a Gambit is not bad. So what do we want to do here? I think I might just yeah, bugger it. I got plenty of them. You thought the last one was overkill? This one is very much overkill. So that's that Buccaneer just completely destroyed. It's basically a nuke dropped on its head. So let's see what he does now. So cool thing about you know, the Mirror Knight won't now inspire some of my troops, like my priestesses, but it will still inspire the Buccaneer, so that's fine, and my, you know, other 3 or higher cost troops still. So still nothing on his end. His deck really puzzles me. Alright, so a Vampire King. So yeah, I'll just play out the Mirror Knight here. What, not running Murder? I am running Murder, but just drawing for extinctions, buddy. So yeah, I'll play that out. I mean, I could Gambit it. I'm tempted to, because he's not running many troops, so you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, he could kill it in response if he's got a quick action. Get a resource, that's okay. Doesn't matter which one I get, so that'll do. So yeah, I'm now 1 resource away from being able to play an Uranez if I was to draw it. So that's not too bad. So yeah, if he plays out a troop here, I can bounce it. If he doesn't do anything still, I can just bring out a Vampire King, make him answer me. He could, you know, he could have. I'm still surprised that he's not playing out troops or anything. Like, it's It's quite puzzling, to be honest. So let's see. Alright, so I got a priestess. So I can bring out both of these. And I think that's what I'll do. So I'll play the priestess first. Followed by the Vampire King. Now priestess is a really good card to gambit. Because then basically you put one in your deck, and then when you get oh, that was my thing of Vampire King, I didn't even realise. That's funny. So had I realised that, yeah, anyway, I mean that's probably game. Oh jeez. Excuse me. That's just glorious. Didn't even realise it. I don't know if the text wasn't drawn on it or I just wasn't paying attention. But there you go. That's a lot of Vampire Kings. So good luck stopping this. I mean, you could have it yesterday. I'm guessing. Okay, so Mastery of Time. That's not going to help him. I mean, it gets him basically another card in this scenario. But yeah, he needs to do something about all these guys. And yesterday would work nicely because it will send all these to my hand, and obviously I can't replay them all out. But it's still pretty much going to be him dying. Because that's a lot of Vampire Kings. Not to mention I could just replay this one again, and it would just copy them all again. So, yeah, I mean, there's pretty much nothing he can do in these colors that is really going to keep him in this game. I mean, he could do a Grauk, which would then tap everything, followed by something else, plus a Gorefeast the following turn, followed by another Grauk, and... sorry, I shouldn't have said there's nothing he can do. It's just very unlikely he's going to have the specific cards that I just mentioned. So I just got in what? When the cards popped out, can you explain what happened to do that? Okay, so yeah, it was Replicator's Gambit. Hello Italian FX, welcome to the stream, and hello Lord Raven. How are you guys going? So yeah, I Replicator's Gambit. There's the card now, so here you go. The way the card works, it's a 1-cost basic action. And you shuffle target troop you control into your deck. It gets permanent when this troop enters play. Create 6 replicas of it and put them into play, and you'll also draw a card. So basically, I'll use it on just basically the priestess will do. So I use this. It'll then grab this card and throw it into my deck, which it's about to do. I mean, he's got a counter magic now. That's funny. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to show you that, but yeah, doesn't really matter, I guess. He is completely dead unless he has... I mean, he's got 5 open, so he could still have a yesterday. Not that it's, it's just going to buy him a turn. So, has he said GG? Okay. So he just says, come on, you already won, which, the only reason I was doing it was to show you guys. But yeah, that was the card there that I previously had used on a Vampire King. And yeah, I redrew the same card, the same vampire, and played it out, and then it creates the 6 copies. So these are actually replicas. So it's currently, there's a little bit of a bug. They should be artifact troops, basically. Oh, there you go, just actually updated on some of them as it ended. But yeah. Can you double gambit the same Vampire King? I mean, if you mean... not in the same turn, because it will go into your deck after the first one resolves, and it's basic action. And not that you'd really want to do that anyway. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Sorry, give me a second. Did my dog just piss on me? Hope not. Something's running down my leg. Maybe I pissed myself. Anyway, my dog is sitting on my lap and I can... Yeah, anyway. Something. Bad dog. So, basically, oh, was that you, Corprob? That's interesting, I didn't know that. Unless you're just saying that he drew it too late. But yeah, indeed he did. So I'll just hit play unless someone specifically wants to challenge me. Just let me know. But yeah, basically, what was I saying? I've completely forgotten now. Okay, so it was you. What is running down my leg? Bella, did you piss on me? I guess not. I don't know. Maybe she's just drooling on me or something. I hope that's the case. So if you want to go again, Core Prob, I'm up for another one. Just send another challenge through. I don't know if I have to, if I can leave this open again, but let's see. I'll just wait here. I mentioned Gralk and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, I just was surprised I wasn't seeing any troops, especially when I saw that Gore Feast. I was like, where's your troops? Yeah, no, I've got 3 Pro tier and a Grand King. So I got, I'll show you my collection so far. So I've only opened 20 Primal Packs, which got me, you know, pretty much the majority of my legendaries, but, sorry, just got a message. Give me just a minute. Who is messaging me? Alright, that can be answered later. So yeah, from my tiers, you know, I've got 4 free drafts a week for life, basically, and you know, a bunch of packs. I still got 680 if I wanted to open more. Yeah, 3. I mean, I would have, yeah. I mean, 4 was enough. Like they had said that, you know, 4 is what they allowed people to stack, I believe. So I was like, yep, I'll stop at 4. I mean, it really was a lot of money still for me. Doing more, like now looking back, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh damn, if only I bought more, because, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure most people who are very familiar with the game know it's going to be pretty huge. Like I've had, you know, back then I was thinking it was going to be something that potentially could be huge, and I, you know, obviously now, after having played it and, you know, getting to see, you know, a lot more, yeah, definitely have a lot of faith in the game and the team behind it. So I guess I'll hit this. I've already forgotten what your name. What was your name in game, Core Prop? If you want another game, feel free to challenge again, or if anyone else wants to. So you the captain's tier, Italian. Fair enough. Lord Raven, Dungeon Crawler, and King. Afraid to redeem them until the yeah, I'm hoping they do the Authenticators before the auction house and stuff is implemented. I would imagine so, because that's when you have to worry. Like you should be pretty fine to redeem them now, Lord Raven, just because of the fact that you know, people can't, you know, for example, hack your account, get in and steal your cards, because there's no ability to trade yet. So I would imagine, you know, based on the fact that, you know, people can't really steal from you at the moment if they were to guess your password or whatever the case may be, you know, they're not going to get anything out of it. But come the auction house and trading, I would imagine that they have plans to have the authenticators ready for that, because that's when security is paramount, because of the fact that, you know, if someone does get their account hacked or their password stolen or whatever, you know, then they could get into your account and transfer all your cards. Now, they still will be able to, like track that sort of stuff, like, you know, but it still could be a nightmare. Like, no one wants to have their stuff stolen. So, even though they would technically be able to track, you know, where they're going, because each individual card has a unique identifier. So they would be able to say, okay, you know, all your cards ended up on this guy's account. You know, obviously he's the person who stole them from you, and I mean, but proving it and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, I mean, it could, you know, just cause a lot of nightmares. Like, I know I'd be sick in my stomach if, you know, that sort of scenario, even though you'd probably still get a good resolution at the end of the day, like Cryptozoic would help you out, and things would eventually get resolved. It would still not be a good feeling, though. Like, I've had issues in other games where, you know, you have something happen, you know, things you've worked for many years on, and you've got a collection of whatever it may be, or, you know, played this, an MMO or something, and then you have all these problems happen, and then, yeah, it's just not a good feeling. No one likes that. So I would be surprised to see them implement auction house and trading without authenticators, basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm playing as a Blood Wild deck here. My opening hand, not the greatest. Because a lot of resources this time. So let's see if we can get some trips, because, you know, I've got gambits. That's one of the things I was thinking, you know, maybe I should go down to, say, 3 gambits or something. Because, you know, sometimes you will get in scenarios like I'm in now, where I don't have any trips to use them on. So it's not the greatest. Does anyone know how big the sets will be? How many cards will be in it? 50, 100? I believe the first set's like 350. The numbers aren't currently on the cards, but it will be on the... When this stuff here, there's little buttons at the bottom, like to get to the double back and more information, basically. You'll have the number of the card. I think it's around 350 for the first set. Probably not going to be as big for the... what's up, Bella? As big for the sets following, but they're still going to be fairly large. I would imagine in the 200-ish, but, you know, I have no idea. So, but yeah, I think it's... Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone in the chat knows exactly. I think it's around 350 for the first set. Sounds about right. What are you doing, Bella? Come here. Alright, so he's hit me for 1, which is perfectly fine. He's got 2 Bloodbearers out, though. He's definitely running Sacrifice. I mean, that's why you run these guys. Get some life when you sacrifice as well. So, Extinction, not bad, not bad. I'm going to take another, you know, I can take a little bit more damage, that's perfectly fine. If he plays out too much, then I'm obviously going to be able to just use this card and it'll be very beneficial for me. Because I'll have got rid of basically 3 cards so far. It'll be a 3 for 1. Because these 2 came from 1 card. I may also get a charge power too if he plays that out. So we'll see what he does this turn. Oh, sorry. How many sets a year? Yeah, basically, I think they said it's like going to be like every 3 months or so you'll get like a new set. But you know, after, you know, we're probably going to have the set 1 for quite a while they implement more of the game, and, you know, we're still in closed beta. That 3-month time span, or 4 months, or whatever it may be, probably won't start until we're actually in open beta or just out of beta completely. I'm not too sure. Let me actually just quickly open something up here. So what did he... Okay, so he played out a stream, sure. Get my chat back online. Connect. That should be working now. Let me just check my... Yep, there we go. That way the chat will show up on the on the stream basically now. I forgot to open that. So I can, you know, like Extinction, he's gonna get back 2 battle hoppers. Need to update your Moobot. Why is that? I haven't really fiddled with it yet. I did like 1 thing with it. But yeah, what am I missing? Is there a new version or something? Like, first time basically using it. Alright, so there goes all these dudes. He's left with 2 battle hoppers, which is fine. Oh, did my Moobot just say that? What a dumbass. So let me see if I can fix that. I mean, the command I entered, like, how do I turn... I would imagine, because I'm still not too sure how this works, but if I do the command again, does that just disable it? I imagine so, so let's try that. Because I typed it many days ago when I was actually AFK. Okay, so that just says it again. I turn the command off. I'll work that out in a second, or I'll wait for someone to tell me. As you can see, I typed the command again. But yeah, it just repeated the message. So I'm not sure on the actual command to turn the message off, basically, because it does it every like 10 minutes or something like that. So if anyone knows, please let me know. Okay, you could be right. Let's try it. I have no idea if that... Oh, what? It says something. It said greater than off. I don't know if that means it's off or not, but... What? I have no idea. That's apparently it. Yeah, I have no idea what that means, like greater than off. Sorry, now I've lost my window. Where's my thing gone? There we go. Alright, so that didn't work. We'll work it out later. It's not going to spam it, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, obviously I'm not AFK. So he brought out a command tower, which means he's going to hit me for 2 damage. Not a big deal. Off now. Possibly. What was that? What was that noise? I just heard a noise. I don't know what it was. Oh, okay. So, I'm pretty sure my Twitch alerts just said something, but I missed whatever it was. I think someone followed me. I think that's what the sound was. Did any of you guys see that, or is it just playing tricks on me? I've got no idea. So, I assume it, like, I should have had time, like, I heard the noise, but I should have had time to basically see it on my OBS, but I guess I wasn't quick enough. But, thank you for the follow there, Sage. Wait, let me see if I can say this one right. Seiju. But yeah. I guess it was working since you guys said you saw the dancing star. So that's cool. But yeah, I just guess I wasn't quick enough to click on my OBS. No, I knew it was the follow sound. I just then when I immediately clicked OBS just to see the you know, to basically see what happened, and nothing was there. So I was like, oh, did it actually work or not? You know. So good to know that it is working. It can be a bit weird at times. The it's basically called Twitch alerts, and yeah, sometimes it does weird stuff. Or if the window's minimized, then it'll play the sound fine, but it just won't capture the dancing star basically in the message. But yeah, anyway, it's working, so that's good. And thank you once again for the follow. It is much appreciated. Every follow saves a kid. I mean, never mind. So, he's still not doing anything that I need to worry about. Like, obviously he can't attack in. Hopefully he doesn't have a murder. If he does, he'll be able to hit in for 2 damage, which is, you know, again, not really a big deal. Especially if he doesn't have an answer for this right now. I can gain 3 life. And I could if I really, really want to, just get rid of this command tower. And that way these battle hoppers are not going to be a big deal. Another gambit. So, not exactly what I wanted. So let's see. Might as well play out the shards. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, but it's too late now. I'll explain why I shouldn't have done that, because if I do use the Chaos Key now, well, actually I was thinking of attacking with this, which I'll do. I'll attack with it, and then I was tempted to just gambit it, and then had I drawn a normal resource, I could have still Chaos Keyed that, but not a big deal. Every pack you open saves a puppy. Didn't you know? Well, I saved a lot of puppies today then, so that's good. Unfortunately, I mean, as much as I want to save all the puppies, I don't want to open... Alright, let's see if I can catch it this time. So, Zubrin, okay, I guess you did that to test. Or you weren't a subscriber, in which case, why not? But I did see it this time. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so let's see if we... I mean, he probably doesn't have a troop in hand, because he would have played it out. So, okay, a blood shard. So, I'm just going to use this. Whoops. I have to hit accept first for the effect. Get rid of this just to stop a return damage, basically. Yeah. I thought as much, Zubrin. That's cool. So yeah, I mean now these guys, you know, it still says they have damage, but that will disappear when it does the syncing here. They'll go back to 0-1s, and there we go. This one, however, is being a little bit stubborn. There we go. Nope. It's like 0, 1, 0, 1. So it is 0. It's just a bit of a display error. It's all good. So having 3 gambits in hand, not ideal. If he plays out, okay, so he's got a murder. That's a bit annoying, but I'm in a perfectly fine situation. We know did he play out a resource? I'm not sure. He probably still has a resource in hand. And hello, Elstone. How you going, dude? Yeah, you missed the pack opening. I might open some more after this. I think Bella is saying yes. Open more packs. You have to save those puppies. Save those puppies, Havoc. So I probably will open, maybe not a huge amount, but I might do like 5 more or so afterwards. From the ones I did open, I opened 18, I think it was, or around that, and I got like 1 legendary, which was a fist. But I got some good uncommons like Solitary Exile and I can't remember the other ones, but yeah, some decent stuff. A couple of Inquisitions. So that's not great. He tried to attack me with the one that was displaying incorrectly. That's cute. So ideally, what would be okay is getting like, well, a troop would be great, because then I can actually use these. Like a Corpse Slayer would be okay if he's holding on to something like an Onslaught. I would love to be able to get rid of that before he gets you know, too many things on the board. Got the Twitch message while I was in a restaurant with the wife. Alright, so obviously you immediately ran home and you're like, sorry honey, just get in the car, leave her at the restaurant, and you're like, gotta go watch Havoc, you know, obviously. Good stuff. You might want to pick her up later though. Don't forget. Yeah, it is pretty tough, Corp Rob, not opening packs. Yeah, I know I've got charges, they're just not important at the moment. Like, even on this, like, I can take the damage. Yes, getting a lot of resources, sadly. So, I mean, I could... I'll take the 1 damage, it's fine. Again, if he has Onslaught, I mean, maybe I should just kill one of these. Let's actually calculate. 12. It won't be enough to kill me, so I'll just risk it. You know, sure, I could stop the, you know, more damage if I was to get rid of one of these. I don't think he has the Onslaught though. If he does, well, that's too bad. He probably is definitely running it though. Probably, definitely, huh? Haven't opened a single pack. Nice. Yeah, the only reason I've probably opened 30 something now, is just because I have a lot of them. Okay, so that's a target that I will definitely use the charge power on, and I was actually going to mention that card. I was going to say I would prefer to use it on something. You know, had I used it on this, you know, had I got a resource, if I get a resource, I would have been able to use it anyway. But that's a good target. Stops him getting multiple shin hair. If Havoc would stop breaking... Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Man, wouldn't that be funny if it was like, you know, when the tournaments were up, you know, it was all, you know, it died just because one person did something. And then everyone just hated that person for eternity. Alright, so finally we got something that's actually good to replicate as well. So I can play this out now. I will also use my charge power before I forget. Where's my little chat thing gone? There we go. Alright, so I'll use this. I'm going to replicate this, so it'll get me a replacement card, so hopefully, again, a Corpse Slayer would be pretty good. I would love to get a Corpse Slayer here, because that's something, I mean, he's on 27 health, so I'd probably just replicate it, but let's see what we can get. Hopefully not another resource. Got plenty of those. So, I mean, they don't call me the Wizard of Oz for nothing. There's my powers at work. That's magic, I tell you. Alright. So there's the Corpse Slayer I was asking for. And saying would be very nice, because we get whatever this is in hand, and it could be, you know, he could have been saving an Onslaught, so I'm going to fall out my chair if it is an Onslaught. It's probably a resource, probably a blood one. And it's... wait for it. Oh my god. Alright, just wait. I need to fall out of my chair. Oh my lord. I am the Wizard of Oz. Ah, that is amazing. You guys don't even understand how good that feels right now. That is just amazing. That is like the best thing ever. This is, yeah, wipe off my screen, exactly. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Alright, let's go for another replicate. That's so good. Like, not only do I call the, you know, oh, a corpse slide would be great, I get it, replicate it. Did make him discard, and it's the onslaught that we were talking about, so that's actually quite good as well. Nothing I particularly want to steal though, but you know, when I get something to use it on, that's good. But we got rid of the threat. That was amazing. Hello, Data Dragon. How you going, dude? I don't know if you caught all of that, but it was amazing. It's amazing. That's a highlight reel right there. So that was good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, if he gets an onslaught here, that would still be 12 there, plus an extra 4. So it'd be very close to dead if he, you know, he got a resource, so that's fine. Vamp Lord is in your graveyard. No, he actually, is he? Oh, he is too. I mean, I guess I could have grabbed him, but it's, yeah, I'm still going to be able to grab him and replay him. But yeah, good point. It didn't glow, so I didn't. I should have remembered that though. I was too excited about the previous play. But yes, you are correct. I can grab my my lord, or the king, the vampire king. So I'll definitely be doing that, and then getting him on the board. And that way, it stops this little pesky guy from attacking. Or I mean, it allows me to hit in and gain life, so it negates this. Another resource, which is not great. So let's see, I mean, I'll get the... Maybe it was glowing, let's actually check. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a glow. Maybe that needs to be amped up a little bit. I mean, I should just pay more attention. But, yeah. Let's get him. Now, I could replicate, and I could potentially draw, you know, another troop. I mean, it's not super risky. I mean, I can... Let's think about this. If I get a 3-drop, I'll be able to replay it. I mean, we're playing for fun, so let's do it. Let's just do it. Here we go. And we get a murder, so that's pretty good. So what I will do is I might as well just get rid of one of these hoppers. Just in case he does get a onslaught. I can basically make it so I only take 12 damage. Well, actually, sorry, less than that, because I can murder... say this guy, if he was to use an onslaught, and then I'd only take 9 damage, which is okay, especially if I, you know, if I get any of these cards that I've replicated. Now there's 3 of them in my deck that I've replicated. We've got the Priestess, the Vampire King, and I forgot the last one. Oh, the Corpse Fly. So any of those would be amazing. So there's a target for murder. So I'll be doing that at the end of his turn. I mean, I can do it now, it doesn't make any difference. But I'll get rid of that. We don't want to be taking the damage, but we're still going to be taking damage from this guy, but it's only 1. So that's fine. So that's all my cards gone. So now we're both sitting here. It's been sitting on that. Alright, he was talking about his onslaught. Right, yes, my time. I got plenty of time. Like, I'll definitely get to one of those 3 cards before the time runs out. It's gonna happen. You'll see. Here we go. Priestess. Replicated Priestess coming out. Here it comes. Ah, would have been amazing if it did. So we got a vampire, so that's cool. There we go. We got something on the board that now gets me some life back, and he needs to now top deck and answer for it. He's got that evasion, so he can't just chump block. Not that I would be sad about that, but we're now going to be affecting his life total, provided he doesn't get an answer. And you know, that'll negate the damage he's doing or done and been able to do with this guy. So let's see. He got a Crash of Beasts. Not bad, not bad. Because now I mean, if I attack him with this, I'll gain 3 life. He'll then still be able to put in 4. So, we'll see what I draw. I can also just leave it as a blocker, basically. Which is probably my better choice. Because then it stops him attacking, and because otherwise I'll just eat the Rhino. Because the longer the game goes, you know, the more chances I get to those cards I've replicated. And once that happens, then he basically would need to draw an extinction. And have that ready for when that happens. Alright, so not a good draw. I'll just keep that in hand. And I'll just skip to his turn. I'm not going to attack. So smash that spacebar. But yeah, I would really like just an end turn button or something. Like a button down here or something. So I can click it instead of clicking all this. Like, I don't want to do anything. I don't care about bluffing. It'd be really nice to just say, yep, just skip all these prompts. Like, I don't need them. Maybe, you know, you'd want to leave in blocking, so if he was to attack, you'd still want to not skip that. But it'd be nice to have, and I think they are working on something. So, it'd be good when that's added, because it will speed up games quite significantly. Especially at the start, when you just play out a resource, and then you just want to get to your opponent's prep phase, basically. So, murder, not bad. So I will attack in here, because if he, you know, tries to attack me, I'll just murder the Rhino, basically. I mean, I don't need to do this. I mean, it's a bit of a waste, but you know, I'll just most likely do that. I mean, you're 100% right there, Core Prob, but you know, because he'd only still be doing 1 damage to me, and you know, it is 100% true. But yeah, I'm not too fast. Not too fast at all. But yeah. So we'll see what he does this turn. So he's obviously going to attack. Spirit Dance. That can be a bit of a problem. So, alright, so that Moobot message is still appearing, that's fine. I don't want the AFK one to appear though. So, I mean, I could murder this. I'm just going to actually just take it. Because now that he's done a Spirit Dance, you know, there's going to be potentially a lot bigger threats coming out. So, I'll take it for now. So let's see, another resource, that's not good. Let's play out one of them. So again, I'll just attack in. But yeah, basically, if he draws a troop, he will be playing it out. Like he just cannot leave it in hand, because otherwise I'll turn it into a free vampire. So basically, I'm just waiting to see, you know, if he gets a troop, will he give me something better to murder at this point? Because there's no way he, you know, like I said, he's not. I mean, it'd be silly to hold on to stuff anyway. But there is also the risk that, you know, because I only have 1 troop on board and I don't need to get out more. Extinction would affect him a lot more than it affects me. So if I was to get, you know, another extinction, have that option. So he's done a resource and another battle hopper, which is perfectly fine. Does make it problematic for if he does get the onslaught. So he's not actually attacking this time, so I guess he just did a bit of a mistake there. I don't think he meant to do that. Fair enough. So a Buccaneer would be pretty nice, because then I could turn this into a vampire by bouncing it to his hand. Ooh, it's not the right Vampire King. So I mean, I will still play it out. So we'll attack in first. I doubt he's going to be running Extinction in his deck. I mean, he might be, but I doubt it. Maybe a couple. So I'd probably, you know, even if he was to use Extinction and I lost 2 Vampire Kings, it's not a big deal. So let's play out this one. Yeah, Evolve could be a bit of a problem, but now that I got 2 of these, I'm going to be gaining a lot of life. So, what's my dog doing? Dragging something around my room. So wondering what that is now. Yeah. And I've still got the murder, so that's helpful. So let's see what he plays out this time. He might just attack first. He could have. Okay, so Shinhan Militia 3/4. So now, as you can see, it's a bit, you know, it doesn't have Crush, So I don't, you know, it's, well, I mean, they're not really threats still because of the Vampire King can block. So yeah, I mean, he can't really attack here either. But if I get any Buccaneers, I'll then get a free Vampire. And, you know, we've got always those 3 cards in the deck that have been replicated, so... Dun, 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 dun. And we got an Extinction, so... yeah, it's alright. So he's just realised he forgot to attack. So... I mean, I could just attack. Yeah, I might as well attack with both. I really would like to get my replicated priestess now, because then I could just play it out in Extinction straight away, and very likely he would just die from the triggers, unless I was to get unlucky and get. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. So that would be nice. I like to finish people that way. You play out the priestess, it replicates, you get 7 of them. Then when they die, you have a chance, basically a 50-50 chance of getting the ability to do, it'll do 3 damage to the champion. So with 7 of them, you know, if I get him down to say 9 health, all I'd need to do is have 3 trigger. So, and out of, you know, 7 troops, you've got a pretty good chance of that happening. So, so he's using a starter deck. Didn't realise that came with Crash of Beasts. Or maybe it doesn't. He probably, yeah, I don't think it does actually. So yeah, I would like to get the priestess here so I can show you guys that. It's fun to do. So he's attacking, which is fine. I'll just take the damage. I mean, there is still the risk that he top decks an Onslaught, and you know, he probably has 2 of them in the deck. You know, if it's starter deck, they probably would give you something like 2, maybe 3. 2 murders is helpful. Now let's see. So I could murder, say, this and this. Then he would do 6, 10. And another 12, so 22 damage with an Onslaught, I think. So yeah, so I'd still be fine because I have the 2 murders. So let's attack in, and then I'll put him on a 1-turn clock basically. So did it? That only did 7 damage when it should have been 10. Oh no, he was attacking with just these. This one was still had summoning sickness. You can see it's not exhausted, so therefore, you know, he didn't attack with that one. It was just these 3 here that are exhausted. So as you can see, they're on their side. So puts him to 6. All right, Bella's back. So yeah, I mean, he basically needs to either, I mean, an Onslaught to him would be a game-winning card. But then luckily I have the 2 murders. Or he needs to get an Extinction and just kill these because he will die to them on my next turn. So no second Stampede, GG. Alright, GG buddy. So I didn't, yeah, I thought he might do that. So I unfortunately didn't get to see what my next draw was, so I can't do the priestess there. So it started off exciting, especially with the calls I did, but then unfortunately nothing much happened after that besides, you know, a couple of Vampire Kings swinging in. So does anyone want to have a game? If so, oh wait, let's see. We got Draconis here, so I'll send it to see if Draconis wants a game. He's in the chat. Bum, 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 bum. Check something in the background while it's challenging. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I sent you the challenge, so you should have get that soon. Well, you should have technically got it already, but we'll give it a minute. Bella, bella, bella. Alrighty. Coin flip. And he won the flip, so he gets to choose, and he has chosen to go first. And that's pretty nice opening hand. The 2 blood is very important. 3 resource would have been nicer, especially just a 1 sapphire, but definitely a keepable hand. Because by say turn 3, after because I'm also on the draw, so I'm going to get a card on my first turn. It just gives me that just a little bit extra that I may get to the just basically not miss resource drops. So after this game, I'll open some more pack Selfstone. So there's a resource, so that's good. Still need a sapphire, but it's not going to be too important. I've got plenty of things I can do. So looking good. A nice opening hand. So he's also running the same charge power. So he could have he's blood sapphire, so we could be seeing a very similar matchup here. Oh, okay, that's something very different already. Near superiority. So we're going to be seeing probably wizards and corpse flies and stuff like that. Potentially. Maybe even some chosen. So I did get the sapphire, so that's good. So I'll play out one. And we'll bring out the priestess. So we've got a really nice opening hand here. So now if I was to draw a Replicator's Gambit in, say, the next 2 turns, then I'd be able to use that on... I'll use it on the priestess. But for the time being, it will maybe be able to attack in. If he brings out something I can't get past, that's when the using a replicate is handy. Also, another cool thing that's good to do with replicators when you're running extinction is say you've got a threat that's keeping your opponent from hitting you, and they put out more troops so they can get past you. You either can then replicate your troop and just blow them up, and say you kill 2 or 3 troops, that's still you've got your troop back in your deck. You haven't lost it. You've got that looming threat in your deck that they are then very, very much worried about. So he could could have the extinction ready to go, but I will still play out a corpse fly because I do have the Call to the Grave in hand. So I'll play out the corpse fly, make him discard something. Because losing a corpse fly not really a big deal because you've already gained a 1-for-1. Basically, when you play it, you're making them lose a card. So then, if it dies to extinction, you've still got something out of it. So he's got a counter magic instead. So I probably should have looked at that, but that's fine. I'm not too sad about that. I can still grab that. It is 5 costs, so I probably won't. But if I run out of things to do, I can grab that back at some point. But yeah, that's fine. So he's at 4 resources now, so he's obviously has the potential to do an extinction, but very unlikely we're going to see that. So I might just bounce this back to his hand, bring out the Buccaneer. See, this is where a Gambit would be very nice, because I don't want to add... Like, a Buccaneer and a Priestess dying to an extinction wouldn't be horrible, but it'd still be a favourable trade for him. So being able to use this to bounce his troop to then get in some damage, and then use the Gambit on it straight away, meaning that an extinction would be worthless against just 1 Priestess, and then you've got that looming threat in your deck. That's fairly ideal. I could just murder it. Let's think about this. Yeah, he might not have the extinction. Even if he does, it's not a big deal. So we'll just bounce that for now. And that will allow me, so for next turn, I'll be able to get in 2 damage here. If all he does the next turn is replay that, then I can then kill it, and then hit him for 4 damage. So that'll be pretty sweet. So let's hit him for 2. So just a matter of hitting these prompts now. Alright. By the way, can you guys hear the game audio okay? Like, or is it too low compared to my voice? So yeah, he did have the extinction. Again, not a big deal. But, you know, you can see my point there. The point I made, you know, because I played out an extra troop, it made it favourable for him, and that's why I was saying that, Moobot off. And that's why I was saying if I had the Gambit there, it would be ideal, because then, while I would have still got that bounce effect and opened up the board to deal damage directly to him, you know, he wouldn't have the ideal chance to do a good extinction. So yeah. Bit of a bummer. I mean, I still did it just because hoping they didn't have the extinction, but it's okay. I've now got a good follow-up troop, so actually this is fairly ideal, provided he doesn't have, say, a murder or something to deal with this. He could have Buccaneers of his own, probably does, but I'll play out the Vampire King, and he will probably play out. I mean, if he doesn't have a murder or something like that, or a bounce, he'll probably just play out that flyer we saw earlier, which then I could you know, potentially murder it, attack in, and maybe he's got more troops in hand. So we'll see what he does. It's probably, yep, thought as much. So I'm not too surprising there. Now I can Call to the Grave, get it back, and replay it, keep that threat on the board, keep him, you know, because it's a very big threat. Because you don't want hitting your champion, especially if you're holding on to troops, and you know, you don't want your opponent gaining too much life, and it's a fairly big body. So let's see here. So I could grab the yeah, the better thing to grab is the Vamp King, especially with the fact that the Corpse Fly is increased in cost. I would still be able to play it, but the Vamp King is obviously a lot more of a problem, especially if he has more answers. We know what one of his cards are, so hopefully he doesn't have the answers for this. We'll soon find out. But if he doesn't, then I can ideally hit in. You know, if I take out his troop, hit in, and then, you know, if he is holding too many troops, then potentially get some vampires. So he plays out a resource. See what he does here. So he's okay. So he's going to make it a 2/3, and then he probably is going to bring out that flyer, which will then be able to block it. And yeah, I can't actually kill that, but I do have the murder, so I can still hit in and potentially create some vampires. See, this is where Inquisition in the deck would actually be okay. You know, find out if he does have them. If he doesn't, then just save the murder. But since I don't have the ability to... Oh, okay, so I can actually bounce that. So let's see. Do I want to murder or bounce? That is the question. I think I'll go for... Alright, so I'm going to go for the bounce. So I don't think he has, you know, another extinction. I mean, he could draw one, but the reason why I'm going for the bounce here is because then if he just replays this again... Well, I mean, obviously the bounce with the Vampire King makes sure he has a troop in hand, so that's, you know, the main reason for having Buccaneer in the deck with the Vampire King. I mean, Buccaneer is good by itself, but by doing that, you know, obviously you're getting a little bit more. So if I'm lucky, I will get the, you know, just turn it into a vampire. But if I don't, say I miss it, which, you know, it's a 1 in 4, he replays the flyer, and then I can just kill it again, and that way I'll be able to hit in for 4. So, I mean, I could also play out a Priestess here. Unfortunately, he's got a terrible transfer, so... not the greatest. I will play out the Priestess. So I don't think he's going to have another extinction. If he does, it's a huge blowout for me. But, you know, sometimes you got to take risks. So, let's do that. Hopefully no extinction. I mean, he could top deck one. But, yeah, I was about to say, we're probably going to see a terrible transfer. Because there's no way in hell he wants to, you know, risk me bouncing again, to then, you know, potentially, yeah, he's still going to take some damage though, but he gained 3 life there from the terrible transfer, which is fine. So yeah, next turn he'll probably bring out that flyer again, in which case we can... hello. So another one. So I don't know if I want to play that out. I mean, we know he doesn't have the extinction, so I think I will take, you know, I'll still take the risk. If he gets it, he gets it. We'll put the pressure on him. Because we know he doesn't, you know, if he had it, he would have used it, so... The odds are with us. Let's hope he's not very lucky. Play out that, and that'll obviously, now he's under a lot of pressure. So let's see what he does. I mean, he could have also just been pretending he didn't have the extinction. It's a very valid play. Cloud Titan, that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Because now we still know he's got 1 flyer in hand. We've got the ability to kill this, which we're about to do. So let's get rid of it. So yeah, now he's going to be like, oh no, especially if he's got like 2 troops in hand. If he has 2 troops in hand, he potentially has a resource. You know, if I had resources at this stage, I'd be keeping them in hand to make the Vampire King less effective. You know, you don't want to be playing them out when you don't need them. When you're up against things like this, you want to keep, you know, especially when you've got a troop in hand. If you can empty your hand of troops, then it's fine, but, so, nothing exciting there. But, yeah, so now we have a pretty good chance of, it's a 1 in 3 that we know of. It could be higher. It could, if he's got 2 troops in hand, then, yeah, we have a decent chance. Well, very good chance of getting a troop here. Getting a vampire. And we have a life siphon. So we know what he's got there. We know he's got a life siphon and a, the flyer we saw earlier. So that's fine. So yeah, just continue. No need to play the resource. So let's see what he says here. Nuts on a stick. Right, and he's on 6 health, so he needs to do something. So he needs to top deck an extinction. Well, I mean, he doesn't need to, because I'm not going to kill him next turn. But, well, I mean, depending on what I draw, I can very easily kill him next turn. He probably will just... Probably life siphon. Yeah, so he is life siphoning. Now, he could have drawn a resource, and he's not playing it out, because, again, he doesn't want me getting a free vampire. He's bought himself, like, it didn't really do him much, to be honest, the life siphon. But he also, I mean, it's definitely, you know, it guarantees him not just dying, because if he brought out a troop and then I just had a murder or something, then, you know, I just win. So that's a really nice draw. Not something, there's no, you know, while I can steal something of his, it's not, it'd be a bad idea. You know, I've got enough on the board that he has to deal with. There's no need to add to it, so that's the perfect follow-up to an extinction. Like, absolutely perfect, you know, it'd be better if he had some more stuff in the grave, but he's got 1 good troop in the grave, so if he was to top deck an extinction, and then use it, I then just, boom, Iranaz, and then I'd also get a 4/4 Cloud Titan, so, and that would basically, you know, another thing you'd need to extinction. So, I mean... He had an Iranaz. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. So he just got that. He didn't have the resource though to play out the Iranaz. I bet you he was not happy about that one, not having the 7th resource. So I've just turned his Iranaz into to a vampire. So he needs to get a an extinction here, and then, well, ideally he wants to have a counter magic in hand. Have like draw, or you know, basically he needs an extinction, counter magic, and a resource. So he can extinction, play out a resource, and then counter my Iranaz. That's like what he needs here. So, or he just top decks 2 extinctions in a row, and so it's GG. He didn't get anything, but yeah, even if he did get the extinction there. So he's got another life siphon, which will get him another 5 health, puts him to 9. I've got what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got exactly 9 damage. But yeah, so he is dead, and now I can. I mean, I'll play out the Uranus just to show him. But yeah, he's dead to just these. That was a good game. Chaoski. Also play that out. Play out the Uranaz. Look, another one. So basically, yeah, the opponent loses the card from hand, it transforms into a vampire and goes into play, like it becomes mine as a vampire. So one thing I'll do now, just to, because I haven't actually tried it yet, but I'll build a Blood Diamond deck with Vampire King and Reversion. And then we'll try and steal some of my opponent's troops and then revert them and turn them back into the troops. I'm pretty sure it works, but I've never actually tried it, So, it'll be a bit of fun. No worries, Elfstone. I'll catch you later. So yeah, we'll build that, provided I have enough. I'm pretty sure I do have enough cards to make a... Actually, I've got many things already flooding my mind of what we can do with this Blood Diamond deck. So we'll finish this one off, and I'll build the deck, and if you guys have any suggestions, but, ideally we want to be reverting the vampires, just have that option. So we'll continue. We'll go into the card manager, and we'll build a new deck. So, new deck. So, BD. Revert. Revamp. We'll call it Revamp deck. Alright. Save deck. Yeah, no, exactly. So that's why, it'd be a bit of fun. So let's turn the filters to Blood Diamond. We'll get the artifacts last, so we'll throw in resources. So I just start off with 12 of each, and then I'll modify that after. So I've got not 4 reversions, but we got 3. That'll do. So to begin with, we want to get some totems. We'll take some soul marbles. Why not? We'll get. What? Hell, what? What the hell? Just what? What the fudge? Okay, so I was like, how do I have? I just put all my soul marbles in, and how do I have 11 soul marbles? But as you can see, it's actually throat cutters. The graphic is just a bit buggy. So that's pretty funny. So I'll still probably want corpse flies. A couple of these for now. Where's the we'll find him in a second. Probably went past him. There he is. So we obviously want 4 of those. So let's see. Sorry, a lot of stuff to yeah, blood sapphire. Obviously, you need the bounce. Helps quite a lot for actually stealing the troops. I mean, I could potentially do. Yeah, we can pull it off. Let's we'll do tricolor. Possibly. Yeah, yeah, I know about ball paw. I guess I could. You know what? We can do. All right, here's an idea. It's not going to work too good, I don't think, but we can do the wretched. Actually, I don't think I have enough. Wretched brood, because you're going to be okay. I have plenty. You get, the sacrifice targets for the bolt paw, and you just counteract it with vampire kings. It's a bit iffy. Let's think about this. Let me have a look at bolt paw again. Let's see if I actually have any bolt paws. Nope. So that's unless of course nope. Yeah. So I don't have any bolt paw wizards. So let's think. Let's think about this. I mean, guess I could just. Let's actually. Here's a better idea. Let's delete the deck. Let's load my one I was just playing. let's save as, and we'll just do that, save a bit of time. So then we'll just modify, so we can take out this, and we want to basically splash diamond for reversion. So yeah, actually let's revert. So yeah, so we'll just splash diamond. Let's go fate. Bring artifacts back. There we go. 4 shards of fate. Resources. Oops, nope. We want at least 1 diamond. Alright. So probably we'll take out 2 gambits. What else do we want to change here? I mean, I could just take out gambit completely, and I might do that. I could also take out Uranaz. Like, having 1 gambit's not, you know, 1 or 2's can still work. Let's think. Oh, Call to the Graves, I can take out some more of those. So, do I want to keep the Uranaz? I'll take out the Uranaz. So, actually no, sorry, I'm at 24, so 25 resource, so okay, let's bring him back. Continue with greed. We don't have as many, you know, sapphire cards anymore, so we can probably lower, let's see. So we got, so maybe I'll do, so I got 24 resources, which, yeah, I guess I could just leave it like that. Let's think. Maybe putting one of these in wouldn't hurt as well. Also the fact that what living totem or transferred to the vamp? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. That is, it does, yeah. Any buffs on a troop will stay on the vampire. Yeah. So, I could leave it how it is here. Let's actually save it and do a few test draws. Should be fine. Yep. Alright, so test draw. So still very hard to see this. Whoops, new hand. So, let's, Ow! Oh, look at that one. No resources. Alright, I mean, we'll just give it a shot and see how it goes. Just not sure if I want to change anything else. I think I might take out the Uranaz, and we'll go. Let's see if I actually have any secret labs. I think I don't have any secret labs. Just gonna throw one in. But yeah, we'll keep it, you know, 4 as our highest cost. And we can add in. Let's see. I could do like a one-off soul marble. But nah, we don't want to. Don't want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, well, the good thing about the Corpse Fly, though, is generally your opponent will get rid of a resource, especially if you're doing it early. Like before, if you get a Corpse Fly out on turn 3, they get rid of a resource or just something. You know, in most cases, you know, your opponent will keep troops. Then you bring out a Vamp King, and they're like, "Oh, shite." So, I mean, plus I really like Corpse Flies. So, so let's see. What do I want to change? I kind of want to throw in some... I've only got 2, never mind. Bugger it, let's just throw Renault's back in there and we'll just see how it goes. Actually, no. That's a bad idea. I mean, it's with tricolour, it's a bad idea, so... Get something else, let's see. You know what? Just for lols, let's, whoops. Let's just add 1 Princess Victoria. Why not? I mean, it's obviously... Nah, it's not gonna be good enough. Doodle-doo-doo. Yeah, no, your opponent gets to choose which card. So what do I want to change here? I mean, I guess I could throw in, like... Yeah, you know what? Let's throw in 1 Mentalist. I don't have any Angels, unfortunately. I got 1 Mentalist, so I'll throw it in there. Confirm. But yeah, just to make sure. No Angels, just Angelic Ascension and Trial of Faith. So yeah. Alright, let's go. That'll do. So let's see, who is going to be our victim? Alright, so revamp. So I mean, this is probably not going to work too well, but you know, just for a bit of fun. Because we got a lot of situations, you know, we need to... Not situations, that's the word I'm looking for. A lot of basically things that need to come together to make this work. So that's a pretty nice start. So that's a good opening hand. I like that. Got the did he just mulligan? Yes, he did. All right. Yeah, no, exactly. What Mantic said there is that another good thing you can do is you can make them, you know, lose their last card in hand and then guarantee they've got a troop in hand if they've got a troop on board and you've got a Buccaneer, and then you can do that sort of stuff. Clearly.